On the top of the table, we can see that Mauritius, Botswana, Cape Verde and Seychelles are all ranked at number 1. The significance of this is that Mauritius, Cape Verde and Seychelles are all islands and they are not contiguous countries, opposed to Botswana, which is a landlocked country in Africa. The stability of this country is very high, which is just very continuous between Mauritius, Cape Verde and Seychelles, due to them being tourist destinations and tourist hotspots. At the bottom of the table, you can see that it's Somalia across the board, with they're all being ranked at 52nd place. I mean, this is on the eastern part of Africa, and as we all know, it is a very, very, very corrupt country anyway, which probably explains its instability and why it is so low on the table. The EAC countries which we are looking at, so Tanzania, Uganda and Kenya, in the mid part of the table, are all very significant, especially when it comes to Kenya being the highest of human development, however with Tanzania being the top of safety, rule and law and human participation. We would expect that with Kenya being such a tourist destination up until the last couple of years, that it would have the highest, that it would be at the top and not have the lowest score out of all 3 countries. An explanation of this could be due to the Al-Shabaab in 2010 causing bombings in Kenya, which did make it a very unsafe place, which did reduce the amount of tourism significantly which came into it. It has got the highest human development, as said, but this would be due to the previous tourism. There was royals that came there, which also increased the amount of tourism that flowed in. So, this would have created a lot of revenue, which would have made it so that Kenya could have developed at quite a significant rate. Tanzania is also at the top of the EAC, of the safety, rule of law and participation of human rights. However, with it being the lowest in development, I believe that the significance of this is that realistically Kenya should be at the top due to it being such a tourist destination. However, I believe that part of the Millennium Development Goals has enabled it to become more equal, opposed to Kenya, with Kenya being bottom and second of the safety, rule of law and participation. Overall, I think what we can see from this is that Kenya realistically should have really taken the place of Tanzania at the top of the table, and that it does have the potential to do that. However, we believe that due to the Al-Shabaab killing the tourists in 2010 and it being so dangerous, that this has had such a significant impact on the tourism, which is its main industry in Kenya. And then in conclusion to this just basically means that it has ranked 25th, opposed to 10th, which it should realistically be in place of Tanzania, and 32nd of the safety, rule of law. Here are the questions.